Hello everyone and welcome, and thank you again for tuning in to another classic WoW video. My name is Blister, and today we're going to be talking about something we haven't touched on too much on this channel, PvP. More specifically, we're going to take a closer look at the old PvP ranking system. Classic WoW's honor system is much different compared to what we have today. Today, all a player can do is play ranked battlegrounds and ranked arenas to boost their MMR. In Classic, everything you did in terms of PvP helped a player reach their next rank. In Classic, there were a total of 14 different ranks a player could achieve. The ranks started at 1 and worked up to 14. The way a player would progress their rank would be by obtaining rank points, or RP for short. These RP were obtained from doing anything related to PvP. Winning battlegrounds, capturing the flag in battlegrounds, and straight up killing players, although higher ranked players were worth more RP. The rank points were awarded once a week on reset. The amount of points you achieved were calculated based on your performance compared to the rest of the faction. So, if people on your faction did not PvP much while you went balls to the walls, you would earn way more RP than the rest of your faction. That being said, the maximum amount of RP you could earn in 1 week was 13,000. Now before you get carried away and say, at 13,000 RP a week you could get to rank 14 in no time, there was also a 20% RP decay that occurred weekly as well. So before you add your weekly total RP, you would have to reduce 20% from what you already had. While 20% again doesn't sound like too much of a decay, let's take a look at how impactful it actually was. To do that, we need to understand how much RP is required for each rank. Let's take a look at those real quick. So as you can see, once you get to rank 3, every additional rank requires 5,000 RP. Now if you're early on your grind and you're only sitting at 14,000 RP, then when you lose your 20%, you're going to go down to 10,000 and not actually lose a rank. But let's take a more extreme example. Let's say you're at 58,000 working on trying to get that rank 14. Then let's say you can't play much for the next week because of various reasons. Well, you're going to lose 11,600 RP and fall all the way down to 46,400 RP. That brings you all the way down to rank 11, while before you're at rank 13. Assuming you can max out an RP for the next few weeks, it's still going to take you 3 weeks just to get back to rank 13, and an extra 2 weeks just to crack over at 58,000 RP again. So as you can see, this decay was a pretty big issue for some people back in the day. And to make matters worse, there was also no way to freeze the decay on your account. So if you went on vacation, you had a real life emergency, or you just, valued sleep over WoW, you'd still be losing that 20% RP on the reset. If you wanted to reach the coveted rank 14, it would take you a bare minimum of 12 weeks. And that's assuming you could crack a perfect 13,000 RP every single week, which in itself is a very hard task to accomplish. If there was no decay, it would take you a mere 5 weeks. Again, of course, if you were hitting 13,000 a week. The decay was not the only issue with the old ranking system. Unlike what we have today, you didn't get chests from winning battlegrounds that could give you gear. You couldn't go to a vendor and use your RP to buy a gear either. There was no gear you could buy with honor points or conquest points. The only way to get gear was to reach a certain rank and buy the gear with gold. For most people, this meant you had to obtain your gear elsewhere before you could even attempt a battleground without feeling useless. PvP was very gear dependent in Classic, and it wasn't until rank 8 that you started to get any sort of meaningful gear. And when I say meaningful, I mean rank 8 is when you start to get the blue chest and leg armor. There were no epics that you could get until rank 12, and epic weapons, they weren't even until rank 14. But anyways, I'm getting a little sidetracked. This is how the Classic PvP system worked. The only other note to mention is how few people were actually able to obtain rank 14 in Classic. Before patch 1.12, it was only 0.2% of players that were even able to crack that top spot. However, on patch 1.12, Blizzard rebalanced the system and made it to where 0.3% of players could hit that top spot. Still, 0.3 is a very small amount, but it is a 50% increase. And remember, this is all based on how many active PvPers there are in your faction on your realm. So, assuming the PvP system is going to be on patch 1.12, because they have said that's where they're starting at and working around that, if you had 9,000 active PvPers on your realm in any given week, that means only 27 people will be able to get that rank 14 spot. For any of you PvPers out there, good luck and enjoy the grind. As for me, I'll be happy to get, rank 6 or something like that. I'm not a hardcore PvPer. Anyways guys, that's all I got for you today. I know I've been covering a lot of PvE stuff on the channel and thought it would be nice to talk about some PvP for a little bit. Hopefully, if there are any of you guys out there who are first timers to Classic, this was informative for you. Let me know what you guys think about the old honor system down below. It didn't bother me too much, but I didn't lose a whole lot of progress because I didn't go hardcore into the system. As always guys, take care and I'll see you in the next one.
Hey, it's Ratted here. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe as well. It really helps out the channel. We put out multiple new videos each week and we appreciate all of your support. Thanks for watching everyone, and cheers.